ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends discussion video. Today I wanted to talk about my top 10 wanted re-released figures. I'm probably gonna change that title, but really, the Tigra figure inspired this, and it was like the day after they revealed that they're making a new Tigra figure. So I want to make a list of the top 10 Marvel Legends that I want to have redone by Hasbro. These are figures that have already been made either by Hasbro or Toy Biz, and I would like an updated version in my collection. So I want to know what you guys want as well, so make sure you leave a comment down below, but leave the comment after you watch this video. You could possibly have forgotten one and I reminded you, who knows. But anyway, if you are trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Now, before I get to the list, I do want to throw out some honorable mentions here, starting with Giant Man. It's pretty obvious that Giant Man is going to be the HasLab figure, and I know that's coming. So I don't want to put that on the list because it's fairly obvious that we're going to get a Giant Man. I would prefer a classic Giant Man. I also don't want to include a whole bunch of other giant characters because I have a feeling that it's possible they could include these characters in the HasLab. So I don't really want to touch on that big time. I may revisit a little bit in just a second, but yeah, Giant Man is definitely in the bag. We know we're getting that. Another one that I'm not including over here, which I really do want, is a classic Iron Fist. We already got the announcement for a classic Power Man figure, so you know that Iron Fist is going to be on the way. They haven't announced it yet, but come on, man. How are you going to have a Luke Cage, classic Luke Cage, and no classic Iron Fist? So we know we're getting that. Some other honorable mentions here that I don't want to put them on my list because these figures just came out, like Tarantula, like I already want them to do a different version of that. Riot, that just came out. Random just came out. Quasar, maybe a little bit longer ago, but still, those four figures right there, I would like to see redone at some point, you know what I mean? But they just came out. Feels like it's too soon if they just did it now. Some other honorable mentions that didn't make the list. Jim Lee style Sabretooth. I would like a bigger one. Maybe not so super huge like in the Fox Kids show, but a bigger one I would like to have. A classic Beta Ray Bill would be dope. Yellow Jacket, said I'd touch on that, but yeah, we need a new Yellow Jacket. New first appearance Captain America. A new Bucky figure, just straight up Bucky. That would be cool. They could totally redo a 6-armed Spider-Man. I hated that they used the Spider-Man 2 movie figure for the comic figure. If they could base it off of some of the more recent Spider-Man figure designs, that would be really cool if they could make that happen. And then also the End Hulk. They could have done a much better End Hulk over here. I don't want it so bad, so it didn't make the list, but that's my runner-up list over here, and I know I'm forgetting a whole bunch. Oh, Mecha Hulk would be another cool one, but I don't know if they could outdo Toy Biz's version, so that's why that one didn't make the list. Big shout-out, thank you, John 3.0. So let's get to the official top 10 list over here. Ah, damn it, I forgot Hydro Man. I'm editing the video right now and just realized I forgot frickin' Hydro Man. I want a new Hydro Man. The first version, he didn't have a replaceable bottom half, so I'm used to seeing him utilizing his powers, you know, where the bottom half is all water, top half more human looking. This would probably land somewhere in the middle of my list. I keep forgetting stuff. Jeez, dang it. At number 10, I'm going to give it to Bi-Beast. I think we could get a very cool Bi-Beast figure, especially more inspired by the comics, or I guess the initial one, which I had recently sold, could be considered comic-based also. But yeah, more classic, bigger Bi-Beast with articulation too. Like the Marvel Legends version that's out there is barely a Marvel Legend figure at all. Terrible figure. So yeah, we need a new Bi-Beast. At the number 10 spot, I am going to give it to Anti-Venom. I can't stand the Marvel Legends Anti-Venom. That thing is just way too small. Just really, really small. And we've gotten a whole bunch of different updated Venom figures for our comic version Venoms. So having an updated Anti-Venom to go along with it, that would be really, really cool to see. I don't even have my Anti-Venom on display. I still use the Marvel Select version. At number 8, I'm going to give it to Man-Wolf. Yeah, we have I think it came from the Spider-Man Classic Series, Man-Wolf, and it has a gimmick that restricts a lot of head articulation, but I really like Man-Wolf, and it would be really cool to get him in, or a cool updated version for our Marvel Legends collection. That would be dope to have. Whether it's an updated, more recent version or the classic version, I prefer the classic version, but yeah, I would definitely like to have a new Man-Wolf. And at number 7, I'm going to give it to Man-Spider. Now, I know as far as the paint detail and the sculpt, I don't know if Hasbro could top what Toy Biz did with the Spider-Man Classics, but the articulation is so old school and it needs to be updated. You know, there's no even joints at the elbows. No joints at the elbows. So getting an updated Man-Spider would be very cool to have. And fully articulated Build-A-Figure, that would just be really, really cool. And then at number 6, Doc Samson. Could we please get a dope Doc Samson? I have my dope custom on the shelf. I still have the official figure in a bin somewhere. But man, having a really cool Doc Samson would be great. I always geeked out over Doc Samson going toe-to-toe with Hulk and him being, you know, more or less like just human size. I mean, way bigger than human size, but still, like, you know what I mean? I always thought those two, having both of them on the shelf facing off would be pretty dope. You know what I mean? I think we need a new Doc Samson anyway. At number 5, I'm giving it to the frickin' She-Hulk, man. How has Hasbro just botched She-Hulk in her comic versions like every time? Like, what the hell? Like, I do like the MCU figure. The MCU She-Hulk is, I think, the best She-Hulk figure from Marvel Legends. But, you know, the most recent versions aren't bad, but I want this suit. Like, don't shaft us on this version right here, Hasbro. Re-release one with this suit right over here. I want the swimsuit version. The best She-Hulk for the comic version I think we have is I think it was the Blob Wave one from the Dark Days of Marvel Legends, you know, but we can get an updated She-Hulk. I think we can get a really cool one. Have her smiling, too, like that old school figure. That would be great, man. And at number 4... I'm going to give it to a classic Adam Warlock. Yeah, I know they gave us a more contemporary version not too long ago, but I want a classic Adam Warlock, and I can't remember which wave it was. God, it was so long ago. I think it was the Red Hulk wave where we got classic Adam Warlock, and that figure is just terrible. I love that it came with an Infinity Gauntlet accessory, but yeah, we need an updated Adam Warlock, and with the Guardians 3 movie that just come out, I'm just surprised that they still haven't bothered making an updated Adam Warlock for his classic look. That would be really cool to have. I really want that one. That's at the number 4 spot. At the number 3 spot, I would like to give it to Spider-Hulk. Yeah, I know a lot of us want a Spider-Hulk. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a Spider-Hulk in the collection right now, but not a lot of people are, and it would be cool to have an updated Spider-Hulk, maybe even reusing that Hulk body mold and adding some stuff to it or changing stuff around. I think Hasbro could do some really cool stuff with an updated Spider-Hulk figure. That would be really cool to see, so hopefully they work on that one sooner than later. The number 2 spot, not really for me, but so much from what I hear from a lot of collectors, a lot of people would love to see a redone Fin Fang Foom. Yeah, redone Fin Fang Foom would be great. I would like to have a redone Fin Fang Foom. I'm really happy with the one that I have right now. If they redid it, maybe I'd like the orange version so that I have 2 different versions, not just the same character looking the same exact way twice. But that's, you know, for me, if they did the green, I understand more people are probably going to want that one anyway. But I think they could do something really badass with an updated Fin Fang Foom. I really liked the first version, but I think, you know, since the HasLabs and everything, it would probably have to be a HasLab to get the right scale down too, because the original version, as huge and dope as it is, it's still out of scale. So yeah, a Fin Fang Foom HasLab, that would be really cool to see. But at the number 1 spot, and you may be surprised to see what this is, but the number 1 character that I want to have redone by Hasbro, is Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man. Like a classic Spider-Man with the blue, red, and sculpted cobweb pattern in the frickin' suit. We have gotten some really cool Spider-Man figures lately. Really good ones, but none of them are unique Spider-Man figures. They're all made to be redone as other characters later on down the road, and I want a Spider-Man figure that's meant to be a frickin' Spider-Man figure, and no frickin' double dumbbell joint. I want the hinge in the neck so it could look all the way up. If they could base it off of what we already have, I don't care, because I really like that Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body mold, but having the detailed, sculpted cobweb pattern in that figure with the neck hinge, that would be the ultimate Marvel Legends Spider-Man, in my opinion. Just take the Renew Your Vows, sculpt in those cobweb patterns, give him a neck hinge, boom! That's going to be the figure that they should have made. They did the Mark I armor Spider-Man. We've gotten some video game Spider-Mans with unique sculpts. We have a ton of movie version Spider-Mans with unique sculpts. But we don't have just a straight up regular ass John Romita Sr. Spider-Man figure with sculpted cobweb pattern lines in it. That would be amazing. No pun intended. It would be spectacular. All right, I would love to have an awesome Spider-Man figure like that. That's my list, you guys. Spider-Man's top of the list, my favorite superhero of all time. I want to know what your top 10 list of redone Marvel Legends figures, characters you would like to see. I spent some time on this and I had a lot of fun with it, and I know I'm forgetting a whole bunch. I was Googling, I was wandering through the dork room a whole bunch putting this list together, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tried to be as thorough as I could, but I know I missed a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of other characters I could have added here too, but there's only so much time in the day. I think who knows, maybe I can make another one of these videos, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your list. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Got more reviews coming to the channel, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.